time of arrival. See how it's red line, center line for Elk City. So Cheyenne coming up here, Elk City there at about 10:20 or so. And then on down toward Burns Flat. Burns Flat, Canute there's on I-40. So Canute there, I-40, just right at 10:30 or so. So Beckham County, stay alert. Ouachita County, western, southwestern Custer County, stay alert. Baseball's with it. Shear detector here's went up, now it's come back down a little bit. So it's cycling. Let's go back over to Corey Inman. Go, Corey.
Yeah, Mike, it's just to my northwest here. We're going to have to reposition after this hit. Still kind of a flat base to the bowl there. Maybe one area that's kind of right in the middle of the screen that kind of looks a little suspicious, but you know, it doesn't have that funnel feature to it. And the CGs have really increased in the last 5 minutes or so. I mean, there's some pretty wicked strikes going on out here. Inflow winds continue to increase into it. The lightning continues to increase, which means the storm's only strengthening. And it's just north of 33 here, Mike, getting ready to come over the top of us. So we're going to have to reposition back to roll here shortly. Back to you.
Tornado possible now near Canton Lake. All right, Canton Lake, tornado possible. Let's go back to Mike. Let's go back over to Eric Dixon on that. Tornado possible now, the immediate Canton Lake, Canton area. Heads up for you folks in Watonga down to Gary and Greenfield. I-40, Cherokee truck stop area coming up here in about an hour, hour and a half.
Go Eric Dixon. South on the highway with it.
Yeah, Mike, we're right here with it, just to the east of it. We're looking back towards the Canton area here with the camera. We've got a decent spot here to keep an eye on it. We're watching as this thing is wrapping up here with the Canton area. So folks in the Canton area, the Hitchcock, Loyal, and the Okene area really need to be aware of the storm that's evolving very quickly. You know, we definitely could be looking at tornadic weather here very soon. So we're right here with it. Mike?
Yeah, there's a little tight area spin just west of Canton. There's a little tight area spin just west of Canton. It's not a very big meso, but it's got some tight spin with it. So you folks up there near Canton and Canton Lake, it's not really a big supercell yet, but severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible with it. The core is getting bigger. It's starting to turn hard to the right. So it's going to head right on down toward Canton, on down toward Watonga, and then Gary and Greenfield is where it's going to go. But it's got a little tight meso on it there on the northwest side of Canton. Northwest side of Canton, not very big, but it's definitely there, and it's tight, but it's got moderate rotation with it. So tornado possible anytime here going forward. A lot of wind shear out there, a lot of instability. So you folks in Blaine County, heads up. Here's your time of arrival. Watonga here at about 10, maybe a little after 10, but it's 9:45 right now. Gary Greenfield, 10:15, 10:30, 10:45 time frame, and then Bridgeport at I-40 at about 10:30 to 11 o'clock is what's going to be going on down here toward the I-40 corridor. Canadian County and northern Caddo County is where that's going to be tracking. So again, it's got a supercell here with a small mesocyclone with moderate rotation, a much larger supercell out here with a tornado warning, and rapid rotation there at cloud base with the wall cloud from Corey Inman. It's got golf balls to tennis balls with it right now, tracking down toward Cheyenne and Strong City. We're Hammond and Foss Lake and Butler.
Okay, make it quick, buddy.
Red line, center line for you. There's the mesocyclone now going back up, getting stronger in a big hurry. Corey, that mesocyclone's trying to jump right.
Yeah, you're going to see a big bolt of lightning come right out of the center of that thing here as soon as the video catches up. It's right over 33 now, about a mile to the west of 283. We're trying to hang in here as long as we can. There's so many chasers out here. It's not going to do us any good to get in a hurry, but it continues to strengthen, Mike. It's been on an uptick since, you know, for the last 10 or 15 minutes. And everything with this storm continues to increase. The inflow, the lightning, everything. In fact,
in a big hurry. These things make several efforts to produce tornadoes before they actually do. Let's hope they don't. But that is as you can see right there, look at the structure. There's a lot of structure right there. Go Corey Inman.
Yeah, just looking in there, Mike, if there's an area that's going to do it, it's going to be right over and just to the north of Highway 33. That's the area, you know, we've got the mezzo there, and then there's another area that's trying to lower out of that. So if it's going to do it, it's going to be right there. Had this car pull in front of us here, so we're kind of scared by the lights here. But if it's going to do it, it's going to be right on 33, just to the west of 283. Mike, go ask him if he can turn his lights off. And his brake lights, Brody. Thank you. You're good, thank you.
Couldn't tell if it was down or not. And then he pulls right in front of him. I think so. There's some wicked lightning.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, the lowering is right on top of 33 right now, just to the west of 283. You can see that feeder band coming into it from the northeast. Still don't have, you know, anything that says funnel or tornado out of the base of it, but you know, it just continues to change shapes. And like I said, it's right over the top of 33 now, so just maybe a half a mile to my west here. So we're hanging in here as long as we can, just looking for power flashes, you know, make sure we don't have anything on the ground that we're not able to pick up with the naked eye or with the night vision. Haven't seen any of that yet. So, like I said, right here on top of 33, about a half a mile to the west of 283.
Here's Oklahoma County. So Canadian County's in a tornado watch. Oklahoma County is not. Tornadoes possible in and near the watch area is the official terminology. So Oklahoma County is near the danger zone in terms of tornado watches. Canadian County's in it. Blaine County's in it. Kingfisher County on the edge. Two supercells. This one's going to turn hard to the south or hard to the right. This one's turned hard to the right. It's got a tornado warning with it. And this one's got a tornado possible with it up here by Canton. And it's got a smaller mesocyclone that's getting bigger and moderate. It's got moderate rotation with it right over Canton. So it's going to head on down here toward Watonga and Roman Nose and Hitchcock. Let's go over to Eric Dixon, looking right at that. Eric, that cell continues to grow in strength. It's got a moderate meso with it. You're looking right at it.
Lightning struck that truck. We're in trouble.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. We're right here just north of Hitchcock. This storm is definitely turning hard to the right. It's coming south towards me. So we're right in front of this storm. So as the storm evolves, we'll be able to really see some structure here real shortly. So we're going to follow it south, probably through the Watonga area, the Lowell area, as it makes its way towards the metro. So the metro really needs to be heads up on this. This is fixing to really affect our metro area, large scale, possible tornadic weather. We're right here with it. Mike?
Eric, thank you very much. Let's go back over to Max 1.
Hey, Eric, did you not
And then head into the west side of the metro in Canadian County. Where is that? Calumet, Cedar Lake,
Mark, I haven't
maybe
yet.
El Reno,
We'll get down here in a couple
Gary,
miles.
Greenfield, Weatherford, Bridgeport,
which direction? That one, west or east?
Blaine County on. It's going to be turning hard to the right. It's already making that hard right turn. There's the mesocyclone right there, and you. In there, that's why a tornado possible is indicated here with a severe thunderstorm warning. It's not technically a tornado warning. And here's where it's going: Watonga, Greenfield, Gary, Bridgeport, Hydro, Hinton. So
How far down here?
between Weatherford
How far
and
past the
El
highway?
Reno. the Hinton area there at about 10:35 to 11 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock right now. These will accelerate as they start to push more to the south. They're going to pick up some speed. And as they do turn to the south, the chance of a tornado increases because the motion takes it into the wind, into the surface winds blowing into it. So the tornado threat increases as they make the turn to the south or to the right. Big supercell out here with an ongoing tornado warning, just crossing 33 and 283 north of Cheyenne, north of Strong City. Tennis balls with it, maybe a few baseballs, about a 60,000-foot top on it. Big supercell here heading right down towards Strong City and Cheyenne with a tornado watch. And again, the rotation getting stronger and stronger. That's pretty hot rotation right there. Corey Inman?
Yeah, we're doing a little repositioning here, Mike, on 283, dropping south just a little bit. Looking back in there, trying to get the camera, in that area there. Still haven't seen any power flashes. Haven't seen any funnels or anything out of it. But like you said, it just continues to cycle. It'll pulse up and then pulse down, and then it's going through a cycling phase, coming back up right now. So we're just south of roll here on 283. If anything changes, we'll let you know, Mike.
Turn coming up.
Yeah, it's been that way for quite a while. It's just got that, you can see the plates on the structure of the storm as we were approaching the lowering there. You can see the circular shape to it with the feeder band coming in from the northeast. So all indications are that it continues to strengthen as it slides southeast.
It's coming up. There's a turn right here. If not,
The radar, so
3 miles.
folks in the Strong City, Cheyenne area, stay alert.
Right here.
Notice, look how it's basically going due south, right?
I don't know if this is a good
Cheyenne,
turn.
right? Cheyenne, Strong City, yes. Cheyenne, definitely yes. Basically going due south. See the color's getting hotter here. So the mesocyclone is getting more and more organized. So it's going to head basically due south central Rodger Mills County. And then from there down to Sayre. Not impossible. There's Elk City right there. Sayre City's right about there. Could head down to Sayre. Could even go west of Elk City. Folks are under a tornado watch. So there's the Elk City area at about 10:26, 10:30, 10:35. In Sayre, could go as far west as Sayre pretty easily. It's almost moving due southward now. Let's go back over to Corey and we get an update here. Corey, the mesocyclone keeps getting strong.
Yeah, and it's almost dropping due south, Mike. We're trying to go south here on 283, and it's going south with us. It's not really making much effort at all to get to the east. So, like you said, it may stay west of some of these areas out here, but unless it changes course, it's going to. But right now, it's dropping almost due south. So, still don't have any power flashes or anything back in there. Just trying to find a place that we can get stopped here and set up a good shot. Keep an eye on it for a few minutes. But right now, no power flashes or anything.
So there's your time arrival with it. It's got a small but strong meso. You folks from Canton, it's in the immediate Canton area right now. It's got a strong but smaller but strong mesocyclone. It kind of looks tornadic right now. So heading on down to Watonga and Roman Nose. From there down to Gary and Greenfield.
I don't know if you'd be able to turn in this
So
campground
tornado is really
or
possible
not.
here in Blaine County, and then down to I-40 in the key truck stop in Hinton and the Rock Canyon,
Where that car
Bridgeport,
is,
Hydro
I
area.
don't know if you can
And
get
then
in
we'll go
there.
down into Caddo County, may move
And
into
where
far
it goes,
western
well,
Canadian County, but it may
if
be
you can
west
see
of El
anything.
Reno. It's turning hard to the right, but it's got a little hook with it with a pretty strong mesocyclone sitting right there. Eric Dixon, I'd be looking for power flashes.
Yeah, definitely, Mike. We're fixing to turn west here at Hitchcock, kind of get in front of it there. This storm is evolving quickly. It went up hard, it went up spinning. We're right here with it. I don't have any structure, at the moment that I can kind of show there, but it's, real dark. This countryside, so there's not a lot of structures. It shows some power flash, but we're keeping an eye on it real close. We're going to turn west with it here momentarily. Mike?
Okay, so let's go back over to Max 1 here and look at the meso here. So you look at the red and the green, and occasionally there's some really hot red and green colors in there. Looks like it may have just kind of cycled back down, but it got really hot right there on the county line, just on the west side of Canton. So the reason why we're hitting this so hard, right? The reason why we're hitting this all so hard is because the wind shear and the instability are way, way, way up there this evening. And as these turn more into the wind, which they're doing right now, they're turning into the wind. Kind of like when an aircraft carrier has to turn into the wind to launch planes, where the planes get that lift.
Keep going. Just keep going.
These supercells get that lift when they turn into the wind. And they're turning into the surface wind right now. When they do that, the supercell lower rotation just gets more lift with it. And they're doing that right now as they turn into the wind, the supercells. So this may have developing tennis balls with it. And it's got occasionally had a really hot mezzo, then it kind of eased back a little bit. Let's go back over to Eric Dixon, talk about trends. Talk about trends here. It's a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible, technically right now, not a tornado warning, but it's very close. Go Eric Dixon.
Yeah, definitely. This storm is evolving extremely fast. It could become tornadic any moment here. We're in the Hitchcock area right now. We're going to follow this storm as it heads towards the Tonga area. So folks really need to be aware as these conditions are going to quickly decline. And not only are we going to be dealing with the tornadic, we're going to have some very destructive hail with this. So anybody out and about really needs to kind of shut things down. Hail and damage your vehicle or things like that, because hail can also kill you as well. So you got to be very conditions, Mike.
Eric, thank you very much. There's two supercells out there. One is near Canton, the other one's north of Cheyenne, and they're both turning hard to the right. They're kind of moving south and southeastward. Back over to radar here. So this may pass to the west of Oklahoma City. Kind of been the plan all along. Looks like they're going to likely do that, and probably even west of El Reno. The way it could change, but right now probably west of El Reno. There may or may not be any more storms in the immediate.
Caller, are you still in Gary?
They're deeper into our overnight hours. There will be more storms. But again, this color keeps getting hot, and a little bit we're north of hot colors, red and green, and then it kind of exhales. They inhale and they exhale. Inhale and exhale. It's happening right now. So south of Canton, just on the southwest side of Canton, that's heading right on down to Roman Nose, which is right here. Roman Nose right here. A lot of campers out there, right? Holiday weekend, a lot of campers. Go
ahead, buddy.
Ice. So folks need to stay alert in the Roman Nose area. Hail between golf balls and tennis balls.
51A or 51A, sorry. Take 51A, please. 51A.
There with Tonga, then down to Hinton, Bridgeport, and Hydro. Lokiva in Caddo County, Lokiva here a little bit later on. So there's going to be basically there's Yukon and there's El Reno sitting right there. So it'll probably go to the west of El Reno. If it turns hard to the right, if it doesn't turn that hard to the right, it could go into the El Reno area. That's going to be I-40 here as we head towards the 10:45 and 11 o'clock time frame. It's got a pretty intense little mezzo with it, with occasionally some really hot colors showing up. Conditions are really favorable for tornadoes. That's why these counties are green. This is a tornado watch till 4 o'clock in the morning. Back over to this supercell up here north of Cheyenne. Looks like perhaps that mesocyclone is weakened.
Yeah, Mike, we're here at the Black Kettle Recreational Area, kind of pulled in here to look back to the west, and you can see it almost appears as if that bowl has shrunk in size just a little bit, but it still hangs, almost due west of us here, not by much, maybe a half a mile to the west of the lake here on the recreation area, but it still has the structure, and we're still getting quite a bit of lightning in that area there, but it's not changing shape like it was back in the Crawford area. So just our west here at the Black Kettle Recreation Area. Keep an eye on it, Mike. Back to you.
This is for you folks in Rodger Mills County out there. Ongoing tornado warning in effect. Here we are at about 10:01. Let's go back over to Max 1 here. So looks like this may be going through some type of reorganization stage out there, kind of on the west flank. So still heads up for Cheyenne and Strong City, but it's kind of slowed down its motion there toward you folks. And it's hanging out up here in northern Rodger Mills County. Hail's with it about a golf ball, maybe a little bit bigger, 2-inch diameter hail. So large hail damaging winds, ongoing tornado warning with it. Let's go to Connor Toon on this cell up here by Canton Lake. Still has a mezzo with it. Severe thunderstorm warning right now. No tornado warning. Go Connor Toon.
Yes, Mike, we are northwest of Congo. We took 51A at the Y, kind of the intersection north of Watonga. You can go towards Hitchcock or you can go towards Canton. We're heading towards Canton now to get a view of this storm, kind of the area we're concerned about, the southwest flank of this supercell here in the Canton area. So we're about to, I feel like we're going to come up on the area that you'll be able to see all the way through to the base, the area where you don't see the rain. We were concerned about that tornadic activity. So we're coming up on that. We're going to kind of turn north here, get towards the Canton area. We got about probably a 5-minute drive until we get into range of this Canton supercell here shortly, Mike. Back to you.
Hey, Connor, thank you very
How
much.
far
Back
to
over
the
to
next
Max
road?
1. If you're just now joining us, tornado watch in effect for the west side of the metro Canadian County. This storm will likely keep turning more to the
Hey, Mike Bennett, go ahead
A
and turn off
mile.
your night shot for me, okay?
Maybe a
or
little bit further.
Watonga.
Okay.
It doesn't go
golf
east,
balls
though.
with it right now. It's got a
It's
mesocyclone, the red and the green there.
East is a tank battery.
Pretty tight as well. Had a little.
Yeah, we're about 7 miles northwest of
It
Hammond.
looks like and you'll see a little hook down through
Really,
Blaine
next
County,
road
and
that
it
goes
may
east
affect
is
far
Yeah,
western
highway.
kind of waiting on it to come to us,
That's
but
all the road
We're
goes
going
east.
down a bit.
try to stay out
Top Route 4 sideways. Go to Eric Dixon, who's
just ahead of me.
right there with it, Eric.
Yeah, Mike, I'm right here looking right in the northwest here, just to the west of Hitchcock. We're watching for these conditions to just kind of evolve here, kind of looking for some
The highway's
structure
your
to kind of
next
come
chance to
into
go
view
east.
here through the hills here. But we're right in a good spot here, right with it, so we can follow it as it turns to the south. Now, perhaps we can go towards below the. We're right in a good spot to go south or east with it. Just depends on the direction it's going to head. But we're looking for any structure that's going to develop with this. We're right here with it. Back to you, Mike.
All right, team coverage now continuing. Eric Dixon right there watching that storm, and even faster
west.
sometimes here. And you can see there's the new polygon. So there's the old one. The new polygon kind of accounts for that a little bit more southward and southeastward movement on the storm. So there it is. You can see right here. And actually, let's go over to links 2. If we could switch over to links 2 here, we'll kind of hand track this thing. So kind of a broader look or view of
This is a
this
tank
storm. You can see
battery.
this is northern parts of Blaine County, and we continue to watch that movement off toward the south and east. Let's go out to Corey Inman real quick in Cheyenne, looking at that tornado warning storm out west.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. Just doing a little repositioning here. We have slid just south of the Black Kettle recreation area. You're looking due west of 283 right now. Trying to center the camera up here to get you a shot of the lowering. It's just back to the west of 283. You know, it doesn't look quite as organized as what it did back in the Crawford area and west of Roll, but it does look like it's kind of going through a cycling phase here. So definitely not what we had back in the Crawford area, but you know, continues to cycle as it slides to the south down towards the Cheyenne area.
That report, watching things very carefully with that night vision camera, gives us a really big edge, a really good view at what's going on there in western Oklahoma. So we have these two cells right here. There really are no other ones in the entire state right now.
Connor and Eric, don't get past Southern, okay? Stop just south of that 5151A split and just wait on it, okay?
This is northern Blaine County, so I want to give you a kind of an overview. There's Oklahoma City, lower right-hand portion of your screen right there. There's northern Blaine County over toward the Watonga area. So continuing to watch that thunderstorm, moving now a little bit more to the south and east. So put a track on it for you. The rotation basically just south of Canton. So not moving too terribly fast right now, but these will try to accelerate a little bit more off to the south. So this is going to be a heads up for the Hitchcock area, 1242, not too far from now. It's 1006. So talking about 1042, Watonga 1050, Omega and Alpha right around 1013 to 1028 right there. So we're going to continue to track that off to the south and east. So it's moving into more of a really rich environment for supercells. The winds are correct for supercells. The humidity and the dew point is correct. Right now it's kind of straddling that boundary, but as it turns more off to the south, unfortunately it is going to go into more of a rich environment for continued development and continued supercell strength. So look at the lightning counter right here. You can see here, this is a 15-minute loop at the very beginning, about 46, 47 lightning strikes every 15 minutes. Now we're up to about 70, 74. So it's really come up in intensity really fast. And that's as it's taking that right-hand southerly turn. So big heads up for folks in Watonga. Eventually, it might be close to Kingfisher, but again, it's taking more of a right-hand turn with that, so we're watching that very carefully. Let's go over to Connor Toon. He's near the Watonga area.
Right over that
approaching Watonga. Go ahead, Connor.
On the east side of 283.
Yes, Aaron, we are on Highway 51A, so northwest of Watonga. So we're kind of southwest of Hitchcock, northwest of Watonga, in the area of inflow of the supercell that's over Canton right now. We're looking to the northwest, our shot.
Shut the door when you get out.
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see any sort of features in black. We just pulled into the spot here. But we are looking directly into the southwest flank of the storm again, the area where we would be concerned about seeing any sort of tornadic activity. Classic ground lightning has definitely picked up, so we've got lots of visual cues that the storm is intense and possibly intensifying around us right now. Aaron, back to you.
All right, appreciate that. Big heads up for folks in and around Roman Nose. Lots of camping going on, and folks just outside enjoying themselves. It was a hot and humid day, but now, of course, we got the day in just fine. As darkness settled, as the sun went down, these storms really fired up quickly here. So this, again, northern Blaine County, Watonga included in that warning. We'll go back out here to western Oklahoma. This storm still is tornado warned, so it's
Connor, are you closer to Canton or Watonga?
that are severe. So severe storm in Blaine County. No tornado imminent with that. Continued tornado warning for
We're just west of Roman now. I just
the radar view on that. Kind of expand this out here. The classic supercell right here, it's just south of the river in northern parts of Rodger Mills County. It's not moving that fast. It really is not moving fast. The core of this is now just off to the east of Highway 283. So east of 283, Corey Inman, near the grasslands. Go back to Corey.
Where am I at, Brody? Yeah, Aaron, you're exactly right. We're 3 miles south of Roll, and the lowering finally crossed 283 right there on top of us, right before you came to us. Finally made a little bit more of an east motion and crossed 283 there. I know we're having a hard time shooting through the headlights behind us here, but the lowering is just to the east of 283.
Rates are coming up fast. Here's Roman Nose right here. There are campers right here. So, folks in Watonga, you guys, all your EMs, you guys are on top of it. I know you are.
How far to the
We
highway?
don't want this to go ramp up any more than it is right now. The hook's coming up fast. Rotation rates are coming up fast. And it's coming right into Roman Nose. So this is the kind of situation that can get really dangerous really fast. Let's go over to Derek Dixon. Look at that. So these rotation rates here are coming up, coming right into Roman Nose. So everybody in Roman Nose has got to be safe. We're talking folks in campers, right? Mobile homes, campers, fifth wheels. We don't want this thing to go into Roman Nose with increasing rotation load. Watching the severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible. Go Eric Dixon.
Yeah, definitely.
What highway is it?
33.
Weekend out there at Romano State Park. They really need to be taking cover immediately. This storm is evolving extremely fast. It's got a lot of rotation with it. This is coming around, so if you know of anybody that's up there,